Hey, part two to my video. So, you know what I was just sitting here thinking about that really bothers me a lot? I hate the fact that some guys out here really think they got the skills or the game to manipulate anybody to get what they want. And it's really sad because when you try to prove to them over and over again they don't got those type of skills, nigga, your dick game ain't even that good. So, for you to try to manipulate us women, especially me, and I'm gonna only talk about me for now because this is crazy. It's never gonna work. Stop trying. You trying your luck means you desperate. You're very desperate to get what you want. By any means necessary, you're gonna try to get what you want. Even if it's love bombing, giving me what I want financially, whatever. And then that's another thing. Throwing money at me is definitely not gonna get me to say yes to anything or be a dumbass fool. So, with that being said, fellas, please stop trying your hardest and go the opposite route. So, what I wanted to really talk about was the fact that this motherfucker, I'm not going to even say his name, but he knows exactly who I'm talking about because he watches my videos every fucking day like a stalker that he is. And he's been my stalker for over 15 years, so you think about it. So he was sitting here trying to manipulate the shit out of me a couple of days ago because I had made a point, and I made a very valid point, and I'm sure everybody will agree with me. First of all, in no way, shape, or form do you think it's going to work manipulating me into saying yes to giving you what you want as far as being with you. Oh, Lord. I'm sorry. Anyway, I had to breathe. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So, it's this motherfucker that's trying to manipulate me. Because here's the funny thing. When we talk about the subject of being loyal and dedicated to a woman in a relationship, don't sit here and think, oh, maybe if I try this out and manipulate her, maybe I'll get what I want. Now, when I'm talking about this dude, I'm not talking about your typical average dude out here. I'm talking about this fucking special ed type of motherfucker. And the reason why I am so annoyed with it, I'm not angry yet because it didn't get me angry to that level, but I'm very annoyed with it because I can't believe he really thought that was gonna work. And I can't believe this is how some men out here really think. And they really think this is going to work if they manipulate it the best way they can to get what they want. So here we're talking about a relationship, right? And here's this guy's trying to put it out there that he wants to be with me. Like, he poured his heart out and everything. Talking about he wants to be with me. He wants to work shit out. He wants to make sure that I don't see him any less of a man. He wants me to look at him as the man that was supposed to be right for me. He wants to look at things on a brighter side when I'm looking at things for what it really is. Now, yeah, some might call me a pessimistic or whatever the case is. Others who's real like me is going to see that I'm actually being real with myself and being real with others, and there's no other way I can be because this is getting out of control. So this motherfucker tried to manipulate me into giving him what he wants by saying, oh, if I get to live with you, I promise you I could be a better man for you. I promise you I could spend as much time as you want with you. I could do this, I could do that. Or if we get married, then I could show you better what type of man I could be. And I'm sitting here like, you forgetting that you're talking to a grown ass woman, not a dumb little 12-year-old. It's like, how many times I gotta tell these niggas, stop sitting here looking at people like me like we're dumbasses, like we can't tell the difference, like we don't know any better. Motherfucker, I'm smarter than you. Because if I sat here and call you on your bullshit, show you evidence, and told you what you said maybe days ago, don't sit here and think you could fucking fool me. I sat here and put it to his attention. You don't need to live with a woman to be a real man to her. You don't need to marry a woman to be a real man to her, to show her that you could be a faithful man or you could be a dedicated one. You could see her as much as possible. Spending all your time with her, that is a choice. If you choose to want to spend time with your woman, then that's all great and everything. It's like, that's because you really into the relationship. You really like her or you really love her and you really want to show her. You're not a slacker. You're not lazy. And I'm like, in my case, that's not how shit went. That's not how I look at it. I'm looking at him like, nigga, you're just a fat, lazy motherfucker who doesn't like to get up out of his fucking bed to come see his woman. That's what it really is. And I called him out on his shit, not once but several times before. And instead of admitting that he was wrong, he tried to sit here and make it seem like I was wrong. I had to laugh at that because I really thought that was a joke. And then the second time he brought this to my attention. I looked at him like, are you really thinking you talking to a dumbass right now? Nigga, I was not born yesterday. And two, you're not gonna sit here and manipulate my mind into letting you come over here and live with me. First of all, ain't no motherfucker in this earth is gonna be living with me under any circumstances until a ring is put in my finger and we walk down that aisle and say I do. So next, quit while you're ahead. And here's a third time, which was a couple of days ago, like I was telling y'all, to sit here and try to manipulate me to give him what he wants. And it's a damn shame how he really tried to use those tactics just to show me, or try to show me that he could be a better man than me. Now, what sense does that make? Seriously. And I'm strictly talking to the ladies now, because I know men out here is not going to agree with me, and I really don't give a fuck. But at the end of the day, you're not going to play those games on me. I am not dumb, and I was not born yesterday. Two, if you can't be a real man to your woman without having to marry her or want to move in with her and feed off of her and be a leech, then you're not the man for her. If you want to be some fat slob who likes to sleep all day and be up all night doing God knows what, then you need to hit the bricks. Ain't no woman in their right mind is gonna let you use her for her house, let you manipulate her into getting you what you want. I can't see nobody let that shit happen, and I'm damn sure ain't letting that shit happen to me. So do yourself a favor, kick rocks. Stop trying to use your little tactics on somebody like me, and you know that shit's never gonna work. Use it on some dumbass hoes out here who is desperate for attention, who is desperate for a man to be in their lives, because that ain't me. I was never desperate to have somebody in my fucking life. I keep making it clear to everybody, I don't need you. I don't need nobody out here. I have myself. If I want you, then I make it clear that I want you. But I don't need you. That's the thing. I live my life perfectly without a man, and I've been doing it all my life. Okay? If I want to go out and get drunk and smoke and hang out with my friends, go clubbing, go anywhere, do whatever, I do that without a man. I feed myself without a man. And I damn sure get myself off without a man. Okay? Call it what you want. I don't give a fuck. But I don't need no man to please me or anything, or finance me. I don't need no man to take care of me. And I definitely don't need no man to be living underneath my fucking roof like a leech just to get what he fucking wants. Just to show me that he could be faithful, or he could be there every day, spend time with me. Like, seriously, save those weak ass tactics for some dumb, young, and full of cum hoe. Okay? Leave me alone with that shit. Like I said, I'm going to repeat it one more time. If you can't be a man to your woman without it living with her or marrying her, you don't need to prove to your woman that you could see her, you could spend time with her and be a real man to her, okay, by marrying her or moving in with her. Seriously. What kind of fools do you take us for? If you're not the faithful type, leave us alone. If you can't seem to make time for a woman to spend time with her, then you don't need to be with her. So what you're showing us is that you want to be single. You don't want to be in the relationship. Because if you feel like you got to move in with a woman to be faithful to her, to show her that you want to be with her every moment you can have, it's like you don't need her. You can't sit here and throw a marriage in a person's face just to show a person that you could be dedicated to her every day, or you could spend time with her. Just for her to see you? Just for her to spend time with you? Really? Wake up, man. This is not how shit goes.